Dude, Elon Musk banned the guy that so this kid, I think he's a kid, like under 18, wrote software that tracked Elon Musk's plane and tweeted out every time it landed somewhere. Apparently that's speech protected by the First Amendment. I don't know. But that, like, I saw it referenced, and there was a court case where they said this FAA information is publicly thing. So Elon banned this kid from Twitter. He had a Twitter account that would tell you everywhere his plane went. All right, cool. When I first saw that, I was like, there's free speech absolutionist. He actually called out that kid. He's like, I hate this, but because I care about free speech, I'm keeping it around. A month later, he doesn't. And then I learned something terrible happened. Did Elon Musk's kid get like attacked in his car? Did you hear about this?
So this guy has been, his bot basically retweets out the FAA information every time the plane takes off and lands somewhere.
Yeah.
And Elon's point was, don't give my current location, like delay it in a couple hours or something like that.
I don't think he said that,
because
unless I missed it.
He did.
Okay.
But what happened was, like, I guess a car was driving his son to the plane to be flown somewhere, his like baby from like a year or two ago, and some crazy.
What's this kid's name, Kyle?
It's Z or something, or Zero, or it's named after some plane. There's like letters and symbols in it.
It looks like you smashed the keyboard.
He calls him
like
Professor. They call him
They
call him Professor X, and so like the little professor was in the car, and some crazy person jumped on the car, I guess, and tried to stop it, and like got on the hood, and so he was like, well, I'm gonna ban you now.
Yeah.
And,
once I learned all the details, I was on Team Musk with this thing. Like, all right, I don't know if the plane thing is related to the stalker thing, but I do see how you just clean up your security in general after an event like that.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't know why everybody hates Elon Musk. I don't know what he did. I still haven't seen him do anything that like we should give a shit about. Like, do you care if somebody takes over like an auto parts fucking store and starts cleaning house? No, you don't give a shit about the auto parts workers. And like if Diane and HR got her benefits, like why are y'all sucking Twitter's dick like it's some mom and pop thing built from the ground up by us?
And I'm sick of hearing about the cunt. It's like it was like if my wife came home and then just started telling me about like all of the ongoings of some fat old bitch that she works with who's having some marriage troubles or something. It's like I just don't give a fuck. Like
I'm addicted to information about everything Elon Musk does has been so interesting to me since he bought Twitter. The firings and the fact that the website seems to be running fine. You know, like to some extent, it's like you let go of the wheel and the thing is going to be okay for a little while. But it's been like a month, right? The thing's still. Maybe he was right and he only needed like 15% of that staff.
That would be the same with every fucking company on the planet though, because like there's so many middle managers and fuckwits in absolutely every single place. Like that just all their entire job is just having a shit MBA and they're just forwarding emails. Like
I bet Tesla is bare bones and everybody's sleeping there to get their job done. And like every time he does something, they're like trying to find some legalese way to be annoying. He's like, yeah, we put in some fucking bedrooms here at Twitter HQ because these guys are working 80, 90-hour weeks and they need to sleep in the office because that's what I require of people. You don't like it, and go get another job that doesn't require that. But we got beds here, and they were like, actually, according to this ordinance, you can't have beds in there. Oh God, let's rat him out.
And he's like, actually, I just bought the person in that district. And it's
I love that. Did you see the one where it's like the Cybertruck or this cyber fucking Mack truck thing was like pulled a 500-mile journey with 81,000 pounds, and then like the most liked reply was like the legal limit's 80,000 pounds. This is illegal. I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
Well, and he's not going to do it.
Limit for electronic trucks.
Oh, really?
I know, just like gross vehicle mass for like trucks in general. I think
it's different for e-trucks. I know. I know 80 grand is the limit, but apparently for e-trucks it's like 87 grand.
You know what the most dangerous thing on the road is
it's all
today?
on YouTube.
What? You know what the most dangerous thing on America's roads are?
Cyclists, obviously.
A 90,000-pound e-truck going 75 miles per hour. How much lithium ion is in that motherfucker?
Yeah.
Enough to make the news.
Look, a standard like y'all might know this, but like firefighters now have like a special kit to deal with electric car fires because they burn like, I don't know, 5,000 degrees or something and go on for 45 minutes. Whereas like movies and TV shows make regular car fires look like way easier to deal with than they actually are. A regular car fire is an inferno that cooks off and accelerates in a rapid kind of manner, and that car turns into like a furnace oven that's just blasting whatever's in it. And it's full of things that explode and go pop and whiz and scare people, whether they're dangerous or not. But an electric car fire is like you brought the fucking sun to Earth. It's the closest thing to a nuclear blast you'll ever get to.
I would bet that those like big lithium ion packs are just like millions of 18650 batteries from vapes just like stacked together. So it's just like a chain reaction of that shit going off.
Yeah, he bought all those Android batteries from when that was happening. The Androids were blowing up. Like
he put them in Teslas.
Yeah. Like that shit like fizzes off. I mean, I think the only way to put it out is just like dousing it with carbon dioxide and depriving it of oxygen.
Like I said, they have some kind of a kit now to deal with those fires because water ain't the answer, I guess.
And have you seen like the lithium fire? Like you remember in school, I don't know if you guys did this. It was either sodium or lithium or something where they like take a strip of it and then drop it in water and it goes because it
I think it's sodium
becomes active. Yeah, it must be sodium. But lithium's the same way where like it's so bright you're not even supposed to like look at it while it's burning. It's bad for your eyes to see something that bright. And you got a million of them in a fucking Camry shaped bomb. And like
I would never fucking
drive
one of those.
Selling me this is cool.
Man, after seeing like you go through like all the panels are like detaching on them and shit like that, and you look at the build quality and it's like this is worse put together than a 99 XL Hyundai XL, and then you're telling me it's got a fucking 1-ton bomb under it. Like, there's no fucking way I would drive that.
I wonder about the build quality stuff because I keep hearing about panel gaps. If people don't know, like the trunk will be just slightly off center by like 1/8 of an inch, or the gap next to the trunk where the fenders isn't exactly the same all the way through, and they make a big deal out of that. Should I care about that? I don't care about that.
If I noticed, it would bother me. Like
I care because I think it's indicative of the rest of the car.
That's what I want to know. But the rest of the car, compared to like an internal combustion engine, is maybe reliable or just like naturally simple compared to an internal combustion engine. Internal combustion engine is a Rube Goldberg craziness of like transmission and engine and fuel delivery and all that stuff, and the cooling. All that stuff goes away. You have a much simpler idea. Just electric motors.
No, you still have to have cooling for the batteries and shit. Like the batteries get hot.
I forgot.
They need like computers for discharge rates, because if you discharge them too fast or too slow, I forget, they can catch fire and shit like that. So I think it's just as complicated.
Real Goldilocks
no, I'm with Woody on this one.
No, it's more complicated. It's less complicated mechanically.
We're transferring the energy so many
logically.
times, like mechanically. Like the energy is being transferred mechanically so many different times between the fucking, I don't know, the ignition and the wheel, that there's just a lot of things that break, break into.
You lose
electricity.
A lot of,
is complicated to me because I'm
energy,
stupid and I have a hard time like debugging things that are electric, as opposed to a mechanical thing. I can kind of see where it stops moving or gets jammed up. But in terms of reliability, it just seems like it's a better idea, and that it will clearly be more reliable than what we have now.
I think it will be 100%. I'm not saying like electric cars aren't the future, but they definitely will be. I just don't think that Teslas have the build quality to make a car that is like right now more reliable than like a really efficient hybrid from a well-known company. Like,
we have those numbers. I mean, we don't have to like guess about this, right? Like Tesla has reliable numbers, and then there's been Priuses for, I don't know, 20 years.
Yeah.
I choose to guess anyway.
Yeah.
You mean like Tesla has reliable numbers on how long they last?
I still fucking care.
Like
I just don't fucking care.